This video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Humanity, look how far you've fallen. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and fury of anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going there. Yeah. So, over the weekend, I just happened to be over at Echo Base Network talking with Nick and RMB, and someone said, RMB, what do you think about this latest thing with Lower Decks? And I was like, oh, I wonder what they have done now. And then I went and saw what they had done now. Guys riding bareback and 10 forward for all to see. Guys riding on the backs of other guys, whipping them with whips completely naked, saying, I don't know where I end and you begin. Data and Jordy spread eagle in 10 forward. Like, come and get some. And a whole community split. It's funny I say that. Split down the middle because a cartoon that kids try and watch wants to have naked cartoon sex in it. This is not Star Trek. Good morning, brother. Good morning, Zero.
Good morning.
I waited 2 days to burn this fucking thing they call Lower Decks down. This is not, as someone said, Lower Decks, it was purple. Lower Decks is Star Trek made by people who hate Star Trek. This is not Star Trek, Keely Chow. This is some pervy shit, Arwen Avalon. People are trying to compare it to The Naked Now because it was based on The Naked Time. In The Naked Now, you did not have giant orgies going on in 10 forward with a whole bunch of naked people running around. Someone took a picture of Geordi on the other ship at the beginning of The Naked Now with the people that did not have clothes on. The reason why they did not have clothes on was not because they were having some giant orgy. It was because they were literally burning up. They were burning up from the inside out. Everyone was hot. And I don't mean, oh my God. I mean, everyone was burning up with a fever. And not, oh, I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell. Not that kind of fever.
Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of this wandering cesspool. Its continuing mission: to keep circling the toilet bowl clockwise, to boldly blow where no bowl has ever overflowed before. To infinity and beyond. Pat S., you hit the nail on the head. It is too early for this shit. Or Loki, you and I are getting too old for this shit. But like I said earlier, I was talking to Loki a bit about this a few minutes before the show. And to summarize, guys, because really my brain can't go here anymore. It just can't. So to sum it all up, I told Loki, I grew up Psycho Dwarf 9. Thank you for the $5. We'll get to you, brother. I'll just get this out of here. I grew up with Ren and Stimpy, The Simpsons, South Park. I still love all that shit, like anybody did in the 80s and the 90s and doing all that stuff. And I told Loki, this is how I'm going to pinpoint it, and that's it. Yeah, no, we're not going there. Oh God, what is this filth? If I want that type of sense of humor, those are the shows I will go to. If I want raunchy, weird, crude, sexual, perverted, horrible looking stuff with no format or value other than just cheap humor and a quick laugh, Star Trek is not the place I'm going to go to look for it or find it, because this is not Star Trek. This is just some perverted kind of fan fiction. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's all I have to say about that.
Working class Klingon, thank you for putting this out there, because when I went to look on Twitter, you were the first one I found that had thrown this out there. And he said, sorry, but I still have enough self-respect left to not watch Lower Decks. And believe me, he got hit for that in the comics, because they're constantly, just watch it, just watch it, just watch it, just watch it, become one of us, just watch it, consume.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh God, look. Mim's firing it up already here, baby. Whew. Mexican Iron Man, good to see you again.
So Psychodorf 9 with the $5 super chat. Brag these people. I'm right there with you. Psychodorf 9!
Burn in hell.
Mexican Iron Man with a $4.99 super chat. I see that purple is in the chat. I think I'm also starting to feel hot inside. I think I also got a fever. And the only cure is more purple. You got to say cowbell. It's part of the thing. It's part of the thing.
I got a fever.
I got a fever. Go ahead.
And the only known cure is more cowbell. I say we take off and nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way. I don't know how I just kind of went Jewish there. What? Can't the guy make an observation? I say we take off, nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Yeah, and the orbit, like I said, is floating directly down a toilet bowl.
More cowbell. Thank you so very much, Psychodorf 9. Thank you, Mexican Iron Man. And a big thank you to Chris Persia. You guys keep the fires burning bright. And we're going to cause a little havoc this morning. Skol! So what I mean, I'm gonna go through these four pictures here. What do you got woohoo, you don't know where I begin and you end.
Well, I like the Horgon in his left hand there, getting ready to peg the shit out of whoever's getting ridden, and right there on Butt Crack Mountain down in down in the hallway there. At first glance, I thought maybe this was some Mass Effect porn with the Asari chick there, but then I realized it's not, and it's a Trill, and oh my God, what is going on with the dude there in the back, and the ginger guy there with yeah, I mean, I like how they're all promoting, interracial and interspecies erotica there. There's nothing wrong with that, obviously, because it's prime time in a beloved franchise, so it all has to be right. Now here's my question here. We all see what's going on the table. We all see what's going on the bar, behind the bar, and those guys in the middle of the shot there, way in the back on their data pads and shit. What the hell is that cat thing
That's
sneaking
the
up on that
doctor.
guy's
That's
ass.
the doctor. That's the doctor on the ship.
And
That
is
is the
that
doctor on the ship.
is that the new proctological exam there?
I don't know.
You know,
I don't know.
I got a question for you and everybody else out there. Why are astronauts called astronauts and proctologists called proctologists? I think it should be the other way around. And that way you can reverse hemorrhoids into hemorrhoids and asteroids into asteroids.
Well, and then you've got this.
Yeah. Well, I see he's giving the best Vulcan salute I have ever seen in my life.
No. The best Balkan salute I ever saw when you teabagged that motherfucker in stow and then threw up a Balkan salute and then long and prosper, bitch.
Oh God, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, you just have
sharing this because it's
you just have to you just have to use your imagination. But yeah, I teabagged some guy in stow and then flipped him the Vulcan salute, and to this day, in my own personal experience, I have never heard Loki laugh so hard in my life. Oh, we had some good times.
No, they black it out. They blacked it
Mhm.
out. They blacked out that part. Everything else was good to go though.
Yeah,
This is Star Trek. So what I'm going to suggest, everyone out there who's listening to this is what I'm going to suggest. Take the Star Trek you love. Take TOS, take TNG, DS9, whatever you love. And keep that. And piss on all this other bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
If they set this all on fire, I would not waste my piss putting it out.
No, I wouldn't
This
watch
is where-
it if it was. Yeah, I wouldn't watch if it was the only thing left on the internet, on TV, or anything like that. I mean,
Purple Valkyrie, this is where all those Tumblr weirdos went. Yes.
yeah, apparently.
And Keely Chow is right. The Orville is more Star Trek than Discovery, Picard, and Lower Decks combined, and it's got some crazy ass shit in it.
Yeah. Lower standards for sure. You hit it on the head. Go 13. And I didn't get to mention this last week, but dude, I'm so glad you got your channel shit all straightened out because you deserve it, buddy.
Absolutely. And we've got a giveaway to do real quick. We're going to do a giveaway real quick while everybody's here this morning.
Let's get into that. I'm excited.
Okay, so over the weekend, the members on this channel got a custom video just for the members of the channel, and it was the unboxing of Autobot Blaster. So that's Star Wars guy with the $4.99 super chat. That decides that I won't be watching Lower Decks, not even for Tuesday night Trek. It's a waste of time. It is.
Mm-hmm.
That Star Wars guy.
I'd rather piss glass.
So everyone that is a member of Loki's army or above was entered into this drawing. I'm sorry, Warriors of Midgard and Warriors of Asgard. It was only for Loki's army and above. So Loki's army and the Frost Giants. Out of those people, we've got, let me share this 1 second. I'm going to share this. Okay, we have got Mags, EBN, DD Myers, The Jester of Sin, Heiress of Chaos, Dave Bob, Mary, Mr. CCDB, Purple Valkyrie, Chris Persia, Adega Outlaw, Golago 13, Mexican Iron Man, and Valiant Renegade.
I'd like to buy a vowel, Alex.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to shuffle, spin, shuffle, spin, shuffle. And on the third spin, we'll have our winner. If that person is Dave Bob, I've been told to pass. Same thing with Heiress of Chaos. Heiress of Chaos said if it lands on me, just spin again and see who gets it. So that's what we will do. We will shuffle, spin, shuffle, spin, shuffle, spin, and that last spin will be the winner. So we are going to shuffle the names and spin.
Ooh, I'm excited. You excited?
I am excited. And EBN is the first spin. They did not win. So we are going to shuffle the names and spin.
I'd like to solve the puzzle, Alex.
There's some chaos. And we have one more. shuffle the names, and spin. This is the last spin. This is for Autobot Blaster. And Mags. Mags is the winner. We have a winner. Mags, if you are out there, send me an email at stone_Loki at hotmail.com. That is stone_Loki at hotmail.com. I will try and send you a Twitter message as well and let you know you have won. Congratulations, Mags.
Woo!
You have won Autobot Blaster.
Autobots roll out.
If there is any kind of I can't get a hold of Mags or anything, we will do this. We'll do a recording of another spin and pick somebody else. So, but as of right now, that's going to go out to Mags. Congratulations, Mags.
Yeehaw.
Wherever you're at, for winning Autobot Blaster. Thank you so much for being a member of Loki's Army. Next month, guys, we are going to be giving away a Soundwave. That's what everybody's like, oh man, if this was Soundwave. Well, guess what? We do have a Soundwave. It is a War for Cybertron Soundwave. We're going to be giving away next month. Towards the beginning of the month, we'll do an unboxing video, and that will go out to one of the Frost Giants. You have to, as of next month, you have to be a Frost Giant to be in the giveaway. If you are a Frost Giant, we will be sending you out your very own Soundwave if you win in the spin. And these will be at the beginning of every month, just like this month. Congratulations again to Mags. You rock. We'll be getting that out. If for whatever reason I cannot get a hold of Mags and I cannot get an address, we are still going to give this away. So we have all month to worry about that. If we cannot get a hold of her, she will be taken off the list and we will spin again. But as of right now, congratulations, Mags.
Yeehaw.
You are awesome. Next month's a Soundwave, and we're going to talk some more about Lower Decks. When I saw those images, I could not believe what I was seeing.
You call them images. I call them abominations.
Yes, abominations, absolutely.
I mean, that just looks like straight shit you'd find on a naughty adult site on the internet. Because that strikes me as the pure creative genius that you'd find in such a cesspool of pornographic activity.
And when you mentioned Mass Effect, and I didn't even think about that, multiple times when I was watching the first season, because I did watch the first season, I made it about halfway through the first season, and I said, fuck this, I can't stand watching this. They were taking things from other shows. And last night, I just happened to be watching an episode of Stargate SG-1. And it's the episode called The Other Guys. And in that, you've got Dr. Phlox from Enterprise, the actor who plays Dr. Phlox on Stargate, and he's making fun of what's going on using Star Trek. And he's like, oh, that guy must have been a red shirt, or at least we're not wearing red shirts, or yada, yada, yada. You know, whatever it was, they could do that because it's not Star Trek.
Yeah.
Same thing when it is Star Trek. People, oh, it's a parody. Don't you know what a parody is? How can Star Trek be doing a parody of Star Trek?
Yeah. A parody is, its own, not necessarily an intellectual property, but it's a spoof, But if you are
Spaceballs,
yeah, that's a perfect example. If you are writing and creating a show or a book or a novel or a movie or whatever the hell you're doing that is supposedly taking place in the same canonical universe as the franchise you're spoofing, it is no longer a spoof. Simple as that. A spoof is completely unrelated. So
yes.
Lower Decks is not a spoof. Lower Decks is a farce.
Yes. And Captain Spire with a $5 super chat. I seriously tried to like Lower Decks. At times I liked the story and the interactions, but there was always something wrong. There is no depth, no soul. It's forced.
It is. Forced right out of the ass of Hollywood, or wherever the hell it came from. Directly down the toilet bowl. Galaxy Quest did do it better.
Orville is a parody.
Orville is a parody.
It's
Exactly.
a better Star Trek than Star Trek today.
And how sad is that? But I mean, given the shows that have come out in the franchise, that's not a very high bar to step over. But it is what it is, and Lower Decks just really dropped that bar way down into the sewers.
Are you excited for Picard? I mean, have you heard what Picard's going to be, where it's going to be, when it is going to be?
I have not been excited. I mean, I was initially excited when Picard was doing that convention and he announced it, and I'm thinking, oh, okay. But as soon as he said it's not the same Picard, it's a different Picard, I'm thinking, all right, well, you're older. I could see you maybe swinging things a little different now, because obviously he's not going to be at the helm, running and gunning down hallways and shit like that. But as soon as I saw the previews rolling out, and as soon as you and I talked about it, that very first time I came on the show, I'm thinking, nope, I'm done. Because like I said before, I'm out of touch, because what they're in touch with is nothing I'm interested at all anymore. So like you said, I will take the Star Trek I know and love, and I will hold on to it with like grim death and never let go.
Did you ever get made fun of for liking Star Trek?
No, because actually I forget who it was, but I was talking with someone earlier, and this was a few weeks ago. But I will tell all of you out there the exact same thing I've told everybody else. When I was younger, I didn't really enjoy Star Trek that much. I just couldn't get into it, because when I was in that childlike innocence or ignorance, I always thought, I would always tell people, oh my God, this show is so boring. All they ever do is fly around and talk, and I had friends in school that loved Star Trek, whether it was TOS or Next Gen or DS9 or anything like that. It wasn't until I was entering adulthood when I started, maturing a little bit, hard as that is to believe, folks. It wasn't until then when I started appreciating it for what it was trying to do, what it was trying to teach, the lessons, the conversations, the ideals, and the races, and everything that goes along with it. What was the saying? Infinite diversity through infinite combinations?
Yes, infinite diversity in infinite combinations, the IDIC.
Yeah.
Vulcan IDIC.
Yeah, and it wasn't until I was an adult that all that really started making sense to me fully, and that's when I could go through every single series and really appreciate it for what it was. Not just back then, but especially in the times we were living in now, and this was probably like 10, 20 years ago. But to me, it makes more sense now than it ever has before, especially now that the franchise has been flushed down the crapper.
And Psychodorf 9 with $5 super chat. Lower Decks is a giant troll. They hate us. I completely agree with that. Trinoculus P asks, were there people who defended Lower Decks? Yes, in mass. Just watch it. You just need to watch it. Consume. Consume, consume, consume. It's all these people can say is consume.
Yeah.
Yes, there were people defending this. Yes, there were people saying it was the Naked Time, the Naked Now, only in Lower Decks form. There were people that were trying to use pictures from the Naked Now to justify them having a giant orgy in 10 Forward, which you can't justify. I'm sorry.
No. Do you really think the crew on the Starship Enterprise would go for that sort of thing? Do you know how much of a health violation that would be? Like fucking on the bar in 10 Forward, Whoopi Goldberg would straight up smack a bitch. Right
and the
out
epic
damn
night,
airlock.
And the epic night of knee, Sir Knight with 499 super chat. I haven't seen any of New Trek. Yay me. Congratulations.
Yes.
You don't want to.
You don't
want to see the Klingon babies' heads get cut off. You don't want to see Picard turn into what he turns into. You don't want to see a giant vagina flower eat a Borg cube.
Nah.
Which you do see at the end of Picard.
I mean, no, I'm sorry. No, Borg cube is it, man. I mean, that was like the number one thing that was just kicking all the ass. It's like, oh, well, you need to make something bigger and better.
Hygiene alone, they serve food and drinks there. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, oh, I'd really like to sample your drinks, Whoopi, but this asshole's dick is in my beverage. Oh, hang on, Data. Let me stir it for you. Gong, chickada, gong, chickada, gong.
Appealing to the lowest common denominator as an audience. I hope they crash and burn. There were people that were defending this show
Oh,
when I
God,
first watched
were
it.
there ever?
There were. And Professor Brainy Flex, good morning, Jeff. Jeff says, here's the biggest problem. This was a hollowism, and the author of said sim did not get permission to depict the crew like that. Remember the outrage when Barkley did that? I absolutely, positively agree. They did not get permission of the crew to do any of this. The crew, and then nobody gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. Professor Jeff, no one on that ship gives a rat's ass because no one on that ship is a human being. As far as I'm concerned, everybody in that son of a bitch is some kind of holodrama.
It could be straight out of Quark's luxury suite.
So
we all know about the messes that go on in there. It's great profit.
They can go lower. Yes, I did not think they could go lower after that first season, but they went lower.
It's just the tip. Oh God, folks, this is becoming a thing. It's just the tip.
It's just the tip.
And we can take it deeper. Where's that crewman? Bend over. Bring him here. There are 4 dildos.
And Parrot Head, the parodies are better.
I've heard.
The parodies are better. The show fucking sucks. I have seen people defend this show tooth and nail. You just don't understand it, man. You don't know what we like, man. This show's revolutionary, man. No, stop fucking defending it. This show's a piece of fucking trash.
I do know
this is not Star Trek.
Yeah.
This is not Star Trek. Yes, it is, man. No, it's not. Star Trek's always been political, man. Star Trek's always been this, man. Whatever. Just watch it. Consume. So you go consume this shit.
Yeah.
I will go back and watch TOS, and I will be happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? It's not going to ruin it. I'm so glad this ruined it for now. It's not going to ruin it.
No, you're not.
I've seen that. Yeah. I can't watch TNG now that Picard's out. No, fuck you. I can go back and watch TNG. Do you know why? Because that's not the same Picard. He said it himself. That's some alternate reality fuckwad Picard that I never watched as a kid, that I never watched growing up, that I never thought, wow, you know what? He really does fight for the ideals of the Federation. That motherfucker doesn't exist anymore except in the old TNG that I love, that I will always love. That is not the same person that's in Picard. The guy that's in Picard is from some fucked up JJ verse that I don't care about.
Keely Chow. We do not kneel. Hail the Phantom Menace. Spoken like a true Klingon warrior. You will be greeted with witches and wenches in Stovacor.
Kapla.
Ka-fucking-pla. Let me ask you, because of course, like I said, I went right to the comments because the comments is where the popcorn shit happens. I see everybody out there. I see it from both sides. And then the number one thing that sticks out, because everybody always says it at one point. Well, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Yeah, I won't watch it. Thank you so much for giving me your permission not to watch it. You know, because I recall those same people getting all uptight when something comes out that's deemed too offensive for them. It's like, well, if you don't like it, don't watch it. You know what? I won't watch it. It's like, no, because it's Star Trek, man. No, it isn't. It's revolutionary. It's edgy. No, it's not revolutionary. It's not edgy. It's toilet humor. And again, if I want toilet humor, I got South Park. And even that show sends out a better message than anything Lower Dicks can come up with. Guaranteed.
And a Dega Outlaw fucking nails it. So does Zeropian, but a Dega Outlaw, brother, it's the eloquence of the words. It's like I mentioned above. Their minds have spent so much time in deviant, dehumanizing garbage that they are mentally incapable of seeing how deficient their reasoning is. It is a true perversion.
It is a perversion on so many different spectrums as well. See, oh my God. See, this is why I miss being able to type. because I can type so much better than I can speak. But it is a perversion on so many different levels because it's a perversion. Well, I mean, to go back to those images, it's just perverse in general. It's a perversion of the franchises and series we grew up with. It's a perversion of the ideologies that were instilled upon us from watching those so-called political shows. It is a perversion. Absolutely. Odega, you got away with words, man. Way to hit it again, bud.
Purple Valkyrie, it seems they had to do something edgy like this porn episode because nobody is talking about Lower Decks or reviewing it. No, I won't review it. I will not promote it. I will not review it. I'm not reviewing Discovery. I did season 3. Do you know how hard it was to get through Discovery season 3? Do you know how many times I almost just threw my hands up and said, fuck it, I don't want to do this. It's stupid. It is stupid. This is dumb Trek. And as I asked Zero earlier, did you ever get made fun of for watching Star Trek? I did. Oh, little Trekkie. You know what? Star Trek sucks. Star Wars is the shit. Star Wars is this. Star Trek sucks, even though I liked both of them.
Yeah. And you know what? Maybe I was an immature little brat sometimes, but you know what? I had a mature enough attitude where even though I didn't really like Star Trek as a child, I respected it. I never went around saying it was stupid. I said it was stupid to me because to me, all they ever did was fly around and talk because of course the attention span of a child, you don't know any better. You don't see further than that. But yeah, Captain Spire, they have dwelled in debauchery and corruption so long, it's all but natural with them. And it's true because I think when you talk about how when Adega said it was perverse, if you want to get right down to the core, the straight up perversion of it all is just basically, I totally lost my train of thought again. But it's what I'm trying to say is it's the natural desensitization of how many years of this franchise, 40, 50, going on 60 years of all these things that have been instilled upon us from day one. And we've become so desensitized to everything where, for me personally, it gets to a point where I just kind of get fed up with it. Like I'm probably the most desensitized person here. Maybe not. But you know what? I don't take anything too seriously. But when it comes to stuff like this, it's like it's trying to be perverse just for the sake of being perverse.
Does anybody remember when we used to be explorers?
I sure as hell do. What happened there?
Dean Krantz, TOS and TOG were depictions of potential. Lower Decks, Piked Hard, and Dead Discovery have ruined that future, bright future. Do you remember when they were explorers? I do. And I will always remember when they were explorers. I will always I'm taking my Star Trek and saying, fuck off. You can't have it. You can't have it. This is my Star Trek and you can't have it. So by all means, enjoy Lower Decks.
Mm-hmm.
By all means, you can have Lower Decks.
Yeah. How about y'all just bend over? Just bend over, shove that funnel right up your ass, and get ready to get fed all the shit that show is going to serve you.
If this is what you want, keep it.
Mm-hmm. You're entitled to it.
I will take TOS. I will take the original series cartoon. I will take the movies. I will take TNG. I will take Deep Space Nine. I'll even take fucking Voyager and Enterprise and keep that shit. And you can have this shit. By all means.
Yeah.
That's a bargain.
I will take everything that came out previously. I will throw it right in the cargo deck. I will feed it through the sound system on every single deck on the Enterprise, and I will warp my ass on out of here at 9.9 and get as far the fuck away from this shit as I can.
They are perving something inspiring on purpose. Yes, they are. They're doing this. They are absolutely Psychodorf9 with $2 super chat. They are doing this on purpose. Dare the Derelict with $5 super chat. If I want to watch a porn cartoon, I'll watch Fritz the Cat. I don't need Caligula in Star Trek. Thank you so very much, Daryl. Thank you, Psychodwarp9. Thank you so very much, Epic Night of Knee. You guys keep the fires burning bright in Valhalla, and we're going to hit you with some justice this morning. Skol!
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
Jules said it best. Jules said it best. By all means, take your pervy ass Lower Decks and go and enjoy it somewhere else. I will keep the Star Trek I know and love and not let this ruin it. Oh, no. Well, I can't go back and watch Next Gen now because of this. Oh, well, because of this new cartoon with Kate Mulgrew, I can't go back and watch Voyager. I don't even really like Voyager.
I'll order the ship to self-destruct.
Self-destruct systems broke, you dumb bitch. It never worked in the first place. I don't know why Starfleet installed it.
Doesn't matter. I'm going to violate the Prime D and still get promoted.
Good Lord. To Admiral.
Yeah, no shit. But
multiple times.
That's a story for another day.
Yes.
Yeah. Just take your perverse shit and just fuck off on out of here. Yeah. I mean, you are the weakest link. Fuck off.
And there you go, right there. Go 13. Star Trek was sensual, but never went to the realm of spread eagle.
Not even when they were in the Eagle Nebula.
No, not even when they were in the Eagle.
And man, it was bright that morning. Woo! But
don't you though, Arwen? Don't you though? After seeing that shit, don't you feel like you just need to
a real long shower with a bottle of Listerine and rubbing alcohol.
And yes, Purple Valkyrie, that's exactly the way it is. If you're not with us, you're against us mentality. Just watch it, man. Just watch it. Consume, man.
And look, Mark the Infinitely Tired. And poor Harry Kim is still an ensign. Yeah, ensign for life. A Harry Kim story. Oh, poor bastard. Brightest days. Europium likes to violate the D. Confirmed. No, I would much rather... No, you know what? Nope. As a Starfleet diplomat, it is my duty to not divulge the personal secrets of me and or my crew and its fellow members and all that encompasses. Thank you.
And because it is a member message, I cannot highlight it back here because I can't see it. StreamYards hasn't caught up yet, but Fat Steven Seagal said to boldly futa where we never footed before. #feta. I think you meant futa at the end there, brother.
Yeah, unless he's talking about the cheese.
Feta cheese. But I can't highlight that. Sorry. Yeah, Orville did it better when you op it. And that brings me back to a point I was trying to make earlier. There are people that are like, but why is it okay to do this, man? It's not blah, 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 man. You laughed when this happened. It's not Star Trek.
Plain and simple.
Why does the red shirt pun not work on Lower Decks? You're not funny or clever for making a red shirt joke in Star Trek.
Yeah, it's been done.
It's been done, and it's been done better on other shows.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you just be raunch and stupid and edgy and out there just for the sake of doing it. I've said before, I'll say it again right now. It is so easy to be vulgar, folks, but it is so much more skill-based and talented to be smart. And
Kirk did it better.
Kirk did it better.
When they transported down to the planet, he said, crewmen, and you see these 3 red shirts, and he's like, go up there and dig 3 graves. Why, Captain? Really? Really?
Because that's clever. That was clever writing. It was all clever writing. Even something as simple as it's snowing on the promenade. You know what? You have a chuckle. You laugh at Quark, who's raunchy. selling his sweets and exposing people for profit. You laugh at Data as a sex bot, all that other shit. But you know what? It was clever writing, folks, and they didn't let it hang out there too long. It never overstayed its welcome. That shit is just way wet, wild, and out there, and I want no part of it.
Snortopoopas Cuber before we get to Fat Steven. By Grapthar's hammer, by the sons of Warvan, you shall be avenged. Star Trek. Yes.
I hope
Fat
so.
Steven Seagal with a $2 Canadian super chat. Lex! God, I loved Lex. Did it better and right. Nick Cage, Loki lives. Down with the Crisco core. The bucket is a lie. The bucket is a lie. Thank you, Steven, so much for that $2 super chat, brother.
You guys rock.
Lex is indeed some classy sci-fi TNA, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Star Trek never needed that.
No. Lex did need that. I remember seeing the first one, and the chick was in the shower, and her tits were right there. I'm thinking...
And people immediately go to Enterprise. No one liked it on Enterprise either.
and as much as Enterprise was out there, holy shit, at least they kept that shit in check most of the time. Even I could get into something like that as the season progressed, but holy shit, Archer deserved a better send-off.
No one wants to see the crew in 10 Forward having an orgy.
Won't someone think of the children? Think of the health violations. You can't do that. It is environmentally controlled in there.
No, they didn't. They just had some naked people walking around the ship. That's or some half naked people walking around the ship.
Yeah.
Zero Growl. Arwen Avalon.
Yeah,
Zero Growl.
It's been overdue. There's your one for the show. So enjoy it while it lasted. And that was not the predatory growl. That was more of the I want out of this shit growl. Get lower dicks away from me. I just can't do it. Trip got screwed the hardest. Yeah, I remember saying that to people back when I was playing Stowe. I always said, man, Trip did not deserve to go out that way.
It was cold in the quarantine room that day. Snortopoopas Cuber.
Yeah, and it was also hot in the decontamination showers with Vulcan. Oh shit, what was her name? T'Pol and Trip in there, just getting all lathered up and shit.
You have to spread this chemical fluid on me.
See,
no one wants nude casts in their living room. The actress seems to love walking out and showing everybody the junk.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it looked like two floppy propellers in the breeze. Nobody gets that, then sorry, I can't explain it to you.
Yeah, I can't explain it anymore, and I don't want it to seem like the raunchiness or anything offends me. The thing that offends me is that kind of stuff just has no place in the Star Trek I know. That's what offends me the most. Well, if you don't like it, you don't watch. Don't watch. No, I won't watch because that is not Star Trek. And we can keep beating that dead horse until it pops out a new horse and we beat that one too. But it's not Star Trek. It will never be Star Trek.
No, it's not Star Trek. It will never be Star Trek. And for all the people out there like, if you don't like it, don't watch it, man. But you need to watch it, man. Kiss my ass.
Yeah. Every inch of it.
Every last inch of it.
Nerdporial life form. Let's not get started on Kess because Loki and I had a conversation about her a few years ago as well.
Yeah, it's dead. It was fucking dead. Purple's right. The show was fucking dead. No one's reviewing it. No one's watching it. No one gives a fuck about it. I want to say this because I was talking to both Nick and RMB this weekend about this after the show. No one cares about this anymore. No one cares about it. No one's getting clicks and views. No one's making a channel out of reviewing this. Do you want to know when Game of Thrones were ending, people were literally gaining hundreds of thousands of subscribers for reviews. Just for reviewing Game of Thrones. No one is getting reviews and clicks for reviewing this fucking show. It's dead.
Mm-hmm.
It's dead.
Yeah.
It's a dying IP.
Just bury it. Bury it with a shovel, then bury the shovel.
And Doctor Who may have a chance of coming back. Doctor Who may have a chance. They're going back and they're getting the people that revived it the first time, because there's like, we really need someone to bring us up out of the grave. We need that shaman. You know,
Shaka, when the thongs fell.
They need that resurrection. Will they do the same to Star Trek? I don't know.
I honestly don't know. And I think
but
if
this
anything,
has got to end. This
yeah.
shit's got to end.
Yeah, if anything can and does happen, maybe I see it possibly taking place several years down the line. If that. But I don't have a lot of high hopes because, like I said, that bar is so low, you're just going to step right over it. Because I don't know. Loki, let me ask you this. Do you, as a core Trek fan, with everything you hold dear about the franchise, do you even think, even if it was successful, do you even think another reboot to kick this thing back into gear is worth it?
No, absolutely not. I think we've got what we've got, and that's it. She's dead.
Mm-hmm.
But I said the same thing about Doctor Who, and there are people getting hyped up about Doctor Who again. There are people getting hyped up. Doctor Who's going to come back. It's back in the hands of people that care about it, that love it. If I don't know, if they handed Star Trek, back to people that love it, that care about it, that want to, if they gave it back to more, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't have high expectations. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, it's back, baby. I have learned over the last 6-7 years, every time I get my hopes up, they do something stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know if people like you and I are maybe even tainted by the amount of history we have with the previous shows now, because like I said, even if they did a new series and it went on to become, hugely successful, there's a part of me sitting here right now that still says, yeah, I might enjoy it, but I won't enjoy it as much because it's not the same. You know what I'm trying to say? You're just inbred with the, the 50 years worth of material. And it's like, yeah, it's a cool show, but it's not the same.
I'll watch my movies. I've got all 10. I've got all the movies. I don't count the JJ movies. You're like 13 movies, Loki. No, 10. There's 10.
Yeah.
I don't count the JJ reboot shit as Trek. That's Drek, not Trek.
Yeah, that is what Zachary Spock referred to as horse shit.
And Chris Berger, how can they resurrect Star Trek? Kurtzman signed a 5-year extension, meaning there will be no course correction for at least 6 years.
Oh, there'll be a course correction right into that fucking black hole at the center of the galaxy. I'm going there top speed, and I'm dragging the show with me.
See, here's the problem. And this is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to know what's wrong with Trek today, this is the problem. They're all pandering to an audience that doesn't give a fuck about Star Trek. They're all pandering to an audience that doesn't care, that will not rewatch, that will not watch it, that does not support it. They tune in for 10 seconds on a playback to see a trans lady kiss another trans dude, and then they're done.
Mm-hmm.
It's all they care about.
Yeah,
is a clip.
Oh well, it's groundbreaking. Yeah, you know what? Kirk and Uhura kissed first, bitches. First African and Caucasian kiss on national television. So there you go. Trek did it first.
It's all they care about is this, and consume. Watch it, man.
No chance in hell.
I gave it a chance. I gave Lower Decks a chance in the first season. I made about halfway through. Why? Because that fucking cunt is so insufferable. I can't watch the show.
The sheer fucking
Boimler is a beta male bitch. A beta male bitch. And the other one is so fucking insufferable. I can't fucking stand her ass.
We have the
The
greatest
show's done. I like the kitty cat doctor, and you only get like 10 seconds of her an episode more because she's like, give me a fucking scalpel before this motherfucker bites it. And I'm like, all right, okay. She's channeling Bones in a really fucked up 2020 way. But that's it. That's it.
Sorry, the kitty cat. You mean the Caitians?
No.
Oh,
The kitty cat doctor that's running around the ship, cutting people open and licking out their insides.
Okay. Because for a second there, I was thinking of a Khajiit just standing there in the emergency ward going, this one is going to need the scalpel to cut open the Dragonborn, yes? Maik is tired now. Go injure someone else.
I used to be a hero, then I took an arrow to the knee.
I used to be a fan, then I took a lower deck right up the ass.
But that's it. That's it. It's I'm sorry, but I'm done. I'm taking my trek that I love, and I'm leaving with it.
Yep. I told Loki this yesterday. Yeah, it's the end of an era.
It's the end of an era. It is the end of an era. Star Trek is done. They can keep it. And for all the people, just watch it, man.
No, you watch it because you're going to get about 5 coming towards your face.
By all means, you watch it and continue to say that you're a Trekkie. By all means, you watch it and you continue to say, I'm a Trekkie for life, man. Consume, man. You go ahead and you consume and you consume and you consume and you eat every spoonful of that fucking horse shit that they give you. And by all means, when it's done and it's burnt down, I half expect all of you lazy fucks out there that enjoy this to go, well, we never liked it, man.
Yeah.
And when you say that, and I hear you say that, I'll be there. I'll fucking be there to tell you to go suck a fucking log because you liked it and you told me to consume it. And now you're saying you didn't because it killed Trek. Dega Outlaw says, congrats on 1.5K. I made it to 1.5K. No shit.
This one is getting more followers now, yes? Great. Now I got Khajiit disease. That's going to be a new gimmick. I'm going to have to talk fucking Khajiit once a week.
Well,
Jizargo is letting his hard on stick out to his pants, yes?
Thank you.
Anyway,
I'm not fussed about. I'm really, thank you guys so very much. That you guys just being here, hanging out, and talking with us in the morning means everything to me. The 1,500, that's great, but that's not what you guys being here every morning and hanging out with us, getting to do the contest we did today. That means everything to me. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you. I could not do this without you guys.
Agreed.
Punk Waddle, there's also the idea there is room for new ideas that can be organically well written by someone to world build and take their places as the gods of Olympus replace the Titans. Yes, absolutely. This is not it though. This is gremlins in the machinery. That's all it is.
Oh yeah, these are they're gremlins on the plane wings, folks. And it's taken a nosedive because of it. Fucking birds flew into the engine.
And thank you, Keely Chow. Thank you, Arwen Avalon and Purple Valkyrie. Yes, you're not a real fan, man. Suck it, Lower Decks. That's right.
Amen. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance to those
furious anger.
To those who not bow down to Maik, yes?
and I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
Badass. All those posers wannabes will look up to Loki and say, "Save us!" And he'll look down on them and whisper, "No." Do we hope for a writer's strike? By God, I don't even think that'll save us.
Oh God, let me just throw this out there and see what sticks. If they went on a writer's strike, obviously they're going to take their work home with them, and because they all have their hobbies and shit that they do. Folks, what do you think happens to a compost heap? What do you think happens with raw meat that you throw in the garbage? It festers and it grows mold and it stinks and it fucking catches itself on fire. Guys, if a writer strike happens, that's what all these quote creative geniuses are going to take home with them. Just imagine that, because that is going to be a whole toilet bowl, a septic tank backed up full of shit that you don't want to open.
Asaj Maludi, trash pandas would gag on this garbage. Remember the pandas in Stowe? Zero. Remember the pandas?
I remember a lot of pets in Stowe.
God.
I remember having beagles and cats and carousel pets and oh God, what the fuck were they called? Tholians and a whole bunch of shit. Yeah. We had some good times. But there were no Khajiit on my ship.
No Khajiit on my ship.
There
was a group called the Pandas, and in PvP, no one fucked with the Pandas. Everybody was like, "Damn, okay, yeah, fuck, we got the Pandas," and they got their ass kicked.
Yeah.
Oh, and Avalon, damn, I'm fired up. I hate this crap they are doing. They ruined it. Just accept the fact that they have shit all over the franchise. And take what you love from it and walk.
Just walk away.
And just walk from it.
Like
that's all you can do. It's arrogance of the highest order. It is. But take what you love and walk, and keep what you love, and don't let them ruin it. And more, I keep hearing that TNG's been ruined. They're ruining TOS. They've ruined Deep Space Nine. Don't let them. Don't let them.
Yeah, just take
what you love and just walk. It's like taking what you love from a bad fucking relationship and walking. That's what you do. You take what you love and you walk away from it. And you go, "You know what? Thanks. I've had a great time, but you're fucking nasty now and I'm done."
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So take it all, folks. Just take it and don't look back. And if you have to, just burn the bridge, because it will never be the same. And Psycho Dwarf 9 with another super chat. Hold on, Mo. Look how extreme they had to go. Just get any attention. It's dying. Celebrate.
It's dying.
Celebrate.
It is dying.
It's dead, Jim. To me, it's not even dying. It's already dead. The moment that this got fucking let out there, it's dead. It's dead.
Thank you, Psychodorp 9. Thank you. Keely Chow, the only union they should be concerned with is the one between their heads and their shoulders. Cobra Commander.
Good point.
Star Trek currently only shares a name with the older shows. I refuse to cede my enjoyment of Deep Space Nine. Absolutely, Dean.
I agree.
Absolutely.
100%.
Because I love Deep Space Nine. Cisco is my favorite captain. I know, right? The ist. Oh, yeah. Loki. Like Cisco the best? Nah. Yeah. Bitches.
You know what? Let me tell you about Captain Cisco and DS9, because I always thought, I promise I won't ramble. I promise. It is a flaw. When I first started watching DS9, it took a lot to get into, especially those first few seasons, because a lot of those episodes were kind of dry. But when that war kicked in, man, and Cisco grew that fucking beard and shaved his head, holy shit, was that balls to the wall. And Loki will be the first one to tell you, I was always a Picard guy. I was always a TNG guy. It was always my favorite. But when Deep Space Nine got rolling, holy shit, did it go toe-to-toe with TNG and make me question my morals. Because it was up there, folks. DS9 was fucking awesome.
When when Cisco had that beef with Eddington,
Mm-hmm.
and Eddington changed sides. He became Maquis, right?
Yeah.
And Cisco is in his quarters hitting this punching bag, and Dax is holding it, and she's literally like being pushed back.
Yeah.
And Cisco's like, was he a changeling infiltrator? No, he was a man. And I was like, oh my God, I'm Cisco.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
Oh.
I'm not Kirk. I am Cisco. The anger and having to get all that emotion out
Mm-hmm.
and all of that coming out of him was me as a teenager. I was like, holy shit, I'm Cisco.
Yeah. And I'll never forget too, because Loki, you and I talked about this when we used to do our Stowe shows. The very first, the pilot episode, that 2-parter of DS9, because again, Picard kid here. When I'm already there.
Yeah,
I'm already there. Don't worry. When Cisco sat down and basically just flopped his nuts on the table in front of Picard, you know, not literally, of course, but when he hung his nutsack out there and said, no, I don't want this, go find someone else to do it. I'm sitting there thinking, man, he basically just told Picard to fuck off. The balls on this guy.
And he was like, and when he said, I was at the Battle of Wolf 359, that wasn't Picard that was in that battle. That was Locutus. I was in that same boat. And it wasn't until Cisco offered Worf a job.
Mm-hmm.
When he said, someone kept me from leaving Starfleet. And that was Picard.
Yeah.
And he stops Worf. He paid that forward. He knows where Worf came from. Mm-hmm. He knows what ship Worf served on. He knows the captain that Worf served under. And he stopped Worf from leaving Starfleet, just like Picard tried to convince him not to leave Starfleet.
Mm-hmm.
He paid that forward.
Yeah. Go 13 down there. Just plain simple Garrick. You know what? Just plain simple Garrick was another plain simple great friggin' character, because there were so many great characters on that show. And I don't know about all of you, but a lot of my fondest memories from that whole series was the dialogue and the interaction between Odo and Quark, because man, they had some show stealers between them.
And at Dig Outlaw, there's a problem generally, though. They sunk to a new low. The bar has been lowered, and we must reject and ridicule this so completely that no one wants to or dares to go so low again. Agreed. Mark the Infinitely Tired, when Cisco went after Eddington and flattened a planet to make it a point he wasn't playing, was when I said to myself, this is my captain.
My captain.
Absolutely.
See, this makes me want to fire up the
DS9.
Just go through it all again.
Let's watch Deep Space Nine.
Yes, we'll all go through it again. We'll have
they can eat cake. We will watch Deep Space Nine.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's probably all made of fucking soy cake and shit anyway. I want the beef. Give me Cisco's balls any day of the week. I don't care. I will take it.
Guys, we are getting out of here. Thank you so much for being here this morning. We have a movie watch party tonight. We are watching The Crow for our October watch party. Devil's fucking night. Devil's night not till the 30th, but we're going to watch this tonight for our movie night. Thank you guys so very much for being here. A big, huge thank you to Zero for being here. Thank you. Brother.
This one feels like going out and getting mischievous tonight. Thank you. Okay,
Bad
no more Khajiit.
Bad Steven Seagal with a $2 Canadian super chat. I'm sorry I missed it, brother. He says they will never have another DS9 perfection.
Yes, I did see that, Steven. I should have pointed that out, but I'm sure that's just a general consensus. But thank you all so much, everybody, for making me feel at home here to ramble on like I do. And Loki, thank you, sir. This has been a blast. And I have a feeling what we got into towards the end is going to open up a few other doors somewhere down the line.
Oh, hell yes.
So give me a hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah.
Light it up, folks, and burn that shit down.
And when we say burn that shit down, we mean business. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Everybody take care. Have a great one. Don't miss Purple Valkyrie coming up in under an hour now in the next 55 minutes. Everyone take care. Have a great one. Be excellent to each other and always speak friend to enter.
Foos.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.